instructor actually tries to learn the Arabic language itself and pick up some words from the Emirati dialect, it would help them know what students in their class, his or her class, are actually talking about. Because you can hear a lot of comments. For example, if a teacher gives a really tough project, they would listen to the students and pick up what they think of the project, because they usually talk between them in Arabic. So I think it would be good for them to pick up the language if they can. Otherwise, just a couple of words like greeting, like salam alaikum, shukran, ma'as-salama, things like that. It makes the students appreciate the teacher more, that they actually took time and considered learning about the culture, the Emirati culture. I think also they should be aware on how to greet males and females within the community. There are certain etiquette rules, whether to shake hands or not, to whom to shake hands with, and so on. I think I would describe the students at Zayed University as ambitious, and they came here to study, and they're trying to achieve that. So the number one thing is to teach them properly. They're looking for a proper education. Even though it's a public university, and we're very thankful for that, we're aiming, Zayed University itself is aiming to be number one and within the country. And I think that they first look for education. The second thing is that some students, not all, but many, and it's increasing, are looking for extracurricular activities that could involve them and make them study as well. So while they're doing activities outside the university, for example, volunteering, it would be something that revolves around what they're actually studying about. They like practical things. They like to apply their knowledge in a fun way. I think one of the biggest difference between studying here at Zayed University and abroad would be being independent. If you're abroad, you have to fix your own accommodation, your own meals, your own transportation, everything. You take care of yourself more. Whereas here, most students, if not all, actually live nearby, so accommodation is not a problem. Transportation is also not a problem. Some drive by themselves and some have family members or drivers. I think that ABP students, for example, many of them come from public schools, government schools, but actually it's very similar to their school. For example, they stay in one class. So it's like school where you stay in one class, you don't really move from class to class. They build up relationships with their classmates that are stable. Unlike when you're in major or general, you move classes, so it's harder for you to build this relationship and comfort. So I think it's similar to school. There's a lot of choices to choose from here. It's more open, more developed. And another thing is student organization, student activities. In school, not many schools have student clubs and all those stuff, events. Like, for instance, in one of my courses was to actually organize a film festival. And we did that. You would never find a course like that in school. New students at Zayed sometimes face the challenge of coming into a completely new environment. Our campus is huge, so they would feel lost in the beginning, where their classes are, where's the cafeteria, where the restrooms, the library, and so on. So space. And the second thing would be the ambience, the people. That there are so many students, there are thousands of students here. So it's different from a school where there is only little in a small area. I think being a school that's all English is actually a plus here, since most of the courses are in English and some courses are in Arabic. As for the students who come from government schools, it's the opposite. Most courses are in Arabic and very few are in English, but it's changing now, as we know. But those who come from before face challenges in adapting the English language. That's why there is the Academic Bridge program to fix that. Many students at Zayed and those who graduate from Zayed are in high positions when they work in their work field. You see them everywhere in all private and public sectors. For example, one of my former classmates recently did an internship in CNN, and she was the only Emirati there, but it's a good thing. It's building up the community. So you can see many Zayed University students in many fields: health, nutrition, business, a lot in business. They open up their new enterprises, media, arts. For example, there's a very recognized female student, Method Maythan. She's an artist who graduated from ZU Dubai. She's well established. She's earned her reputation while she was studying at Zayed. So what's the good thing here? Since you're studying in the country, you can build up your reputation. So as you graduate, you already have it. You already have jobs that actually want you, that have heard from you. So I think that's a good thing here at Zayed. They prepare you, and they already, not all, but many guarantee a job when they graduate. To me, a good teacher, a good professor would be someone who not only teaches, but considers you outside of class. They have an opportunity to give you, they would give you. For example, working or interning or volunteering. They would keep you in the back of their heads. And a good teacher as well makes their class fun, makes their class interesting, would actually trust you, give you work that they know you can do. And even if you can't do, they would support you all the way until it's done. For the 6 Zulus that Zayed University aims to build up in their students once they graduate, I've covered all. Not necessarily deep enough, but I am still learning. Many encourage critical thinking, especially in our major, media, the College of Communications and Media. For example, we have a course that actually is called Media Criticism, where we criticize advertisements, films, and so on, and that's all critical thinking, basically. And global awareness. In media, you have to be updated. You have to read the newspapers. You have to stay updated with what's going on in the world, not only in Abu Dhabi or the UAE, but worldwide. So we should know what's going on in France, in China, from east to west, everything. Language, as we know, there are 2 languages here at the university. They teach Arabic courses, they teach English in ABP and majors. There is also a Chinese institute, leadership, all in activities, extracurricular activities, and group work. So when you're working in a group, one is the leader and takes over. And that's in media, most of our work is group work, most. Information literacy, as we know, we have to be informed. We actually study theories, and so that's a definite. Technological literacy, we do use technology. In all majors, there's technology involved. Who doesn't live with a computer nowadays, you know? All papers are done digitally, from papers to designing, to even recording, to pictures, everything.